your boy Bobby Beach here. We want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Ghost's return would be equal to that of Infinity War for power. So this video will more than likely be titled Ghost's Return, Power, Infinity War. So that's pretty much the comparison that this would be. Now, personally, let me be real with you guys. One of the most anticipated things that fans want in terms of power is Ghost's return. Even the fans who say they don't want him to return or they believe he's dead, they want him to come back. Don't get it twisted. The thing is that 50 Cent is currently doing a great job, and not just him, Courtney Kemp as well, and that entire team, because their team is what makes them strong. These are teams of people who've worked on the original show and have spread out to different shows. So this is a strong team. But when it comes down to it, to ignore the fact that Ghost's return would be a big boost for everybody is crazy. Now, don't get it twisted. You want to let the other shows shine. Book 2 Ghost has established itself in its own right. Raising Kanan has already established itself. Book 4 Force is currently establishing itself, and it's the one that seemed like it's the hardest one to come together, because a lot of fans, where we immediately took to Book 2 Ghost and we immediately took to Raising Kanan, we thought we would immediately take to Force, but a lot of people are not immediately taking to Force, and there's like a split when it comes to Force. This is just true. You got fans like me who really like the show, and you got other fans that they don't really care for it. And I can see the reasons on both sides. But either way it go, when it comes down to it, I think that Ghost's return would be a big event in the Power universe. Now, the thing is that there's so many openings for him to return, in my opinion. There's so many clues. Me and many others have made videos about how there's a lack of evidence of him really being dead, from the show all the way to the presentations being presented in front of us. Now, me personally, if I was in Courtney Kemp's position, I would never admit to a character being alive if I was saving him for an event. But at the same time, I don't want to be in her face telling her, oh, he's alive, you're a liar. I can't do that. But to act like him not returning would not be big is crazy. When it comes down to it, it would be the Infinity War of power. Should Ghost return, and when he returns, he would be at a big level in terms of, like, everyone would be watching. Like, say right now, if they say Ghost's return would be a big event, it would probably be a multi-night event, or it would be a night where you have many crossovers taking place. This definitely would be more of a Force and Ghost and Influence, should that be out at the time, crossover. It would be a crossover between these three shows because they're current. Raising Kanan cannot come into that because it's set in the past, but with those shows, they can go with that. But my whole point is that him coming back, even if it's briefly or just for a special or just for a big cameo where he's just popping up in different shows, it would be big for the power situation. Power would be big for him to return. So to deny that part is what I'm talking about. I'm not here arguing anymore about whether he's alive or dead. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Whether he comes back, for me personally, I've always questioned him being dead, but when Tommy faked his death, or Tariq helped Tommy fake his death and Tommy got away, that was like a dead giveaway. I don't think he's dead. That's for me is what I'm really holding on to. Plus the fact he was never given an RIP. We were never shown his body. We saw Kanan's body. We saw Angela's body. We've seen everybody else's body, but we've never seen his. So there's so many clues to him actually being alive. But if he's not, and they want to keep it that way, it is what it is. The whole thing is that it is a big opportunity. Bringing him back to life, even though they didn't want him to come back, would be big for power and big for everybody. And having him have a presence there, even if it's just for a season or a couple of seasons. Maybe he rides off into the sunset. Maybe he comes back, my personal death that I picked for him to have, and dies like Scarface, protecting Tariq, Tasha, Yaz, them. That's how he should die. So for Julio to die the way he did, fighting for his life and then die, and for Kanan to fight for his life and then die, only for Ghost to be snuck up on and shot by his son and die that way, I think, and nothing against anybody, I respect everyone for their creativity, I respect everything for what they do, but to me, for a character that's at Ghost's level, that was a weak death. But it made sense to a certain degree, that only the one that you love the most can get close to you. So it's not like I'm saying, that's whack. It's more like, I don't think with the level of character he was, that should have been a final death for him. But it is what it is. This is just me speaking my mind about how I feel about this. And pretty much that's what I'm saying, is that basically that Ghost's return would be the Infinity War power. But that's just what I'm thinking. But I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one. Hey, it's your boy, Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Ghost's return. You know, life makes me realize how short it really is. There are so many people in life I've loved, and so many that I've lost, and so many that are still here, and we're a little older, some a little wiser, some a little dumber. But life is too short to not do what you want to do. Because guess what? One day, we got to get out of here. You know, life